Tell me you waiting at home with the baby and tell her that daddy's so proud of the way. She teaching her mama and daddy to do like kids to handle the things on the road. Cause I got a dream that I never could see in the shade. Excited to see where it goes.
With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills. It's the first start for both of these clubs. Here we go, week one of the NFL preseason. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. So here come the Giants, and Greg, it is the latest stop for Russell Wilson. A decade and a Super Bowl in Seattle, 2 years in Denver, last year in Pittsburgh, and now Russell Wilson is the Giants QB.
Judging by our conversations with the coaches, Mike, I think it's a pretty safe bet. We won't be seeing a lot of this guy. I think what they're trying to do is just get him under center, knock off some of the rust of the offseason, and get him a couple live reps before he starts in week one. At the end of the day, you just can't replicate this style of live action in practice. So whether you're an established veteran like him or a young quarterback, these reps in the preseason are invaluable.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Russ. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender. And
he is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Greg Russo. He gets in there for the sack. And it looks like time off has not slowed him down one bit.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And that's going to bounce out of bounds, giving them a short field to work with here. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
Starting all the way back in the spring, Mike, there has been months of preparation building up for this very game. And for a lot of the guys on the sideline that have been around for a long time, these preseason games might not feel all that important. But I promise you, That young guy who's putting an NFL helmet on for the very first time running out of that tunnel. These games go a long way, not only to making this current roster, but trying to make a career at playing in the NFL.
On the ground, this is James Cook. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
Second and 9.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. In motion, Shakir. To the air. On 2nd down, here's Allen. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. He sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. Taking off, he'll try to get there. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really... limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Another one from the 5. 2nd down and goal. One more time with Clark. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
On 3rd and goal, here's Allen. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. Passes hit is good. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Touchdown, pass is back to kick it off. Olszewski now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Giants offense ready now for their 2nd drive. And Greg, week 1 here in the preseason. Look, we know a lot of the guys who are going to make the roster, but there's still a lot to happen in training camp that players can find their way to a spot on the opening Sunday.
Yeah, we hear these stories all the time, Mike, where there's a little buzz about a guy in training camp and coming out of the local beat reporters and maybe the coaches talking on him a little bit. But then there's the surrounding question is he going to make the roster? And it's really what they do in these preseason games away from practice that ends up being the deciding factor. And how often do we see not only do they make the roster, but in some cases they go on to really have critical roles down the line as the season unfolds. So I know to a lot of fans and some of the veterans, these games don't feel like a whole lot, but to some guys on that sideline, their entire career is in front of them.
And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down. Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And that'll be a pickup of 3. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Now Russ connects with his big tight end, man Hurts. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 15.
15 yards through the air. First down, Giants.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Look at the crowd, and here's Tracy on first down. He looks forward for maybe a yard. Big Ed Oliver there on the tackle. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 9. Now it's Wilson. That's caught left side by Bellinger. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 17 yards on that play. That's good for a Giants first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Now it's Wilson. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll run with Tracy. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On 4th down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Oh, he missed it from short range. A bad miss. It's no good. Now we're going to stoppage here for an injured Bill. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Play action. It's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards.
Automatic first down.
the ground. It's Cook to start this drive. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, here is Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Bills first down.
That's good for Buffalo Bills. First and 10 at the 36.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And that's going nowhere. Thrown down, literally and awkwardly, right at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
At the Giants' 36-yard line.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Was brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. That one on target to Moore. And he'll take this one in. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Buffalo. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills move out on top, 14-0. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, it's Robinson. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Giants offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
At the 14-yard line.
Allen working from the pistol. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. 2nd down and 3. From the gun, it's Allen. one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down now. To throw again, it's Allen. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. So, a little extra time to think about what to do on fourth down as we are through quarter number 1. 14-0 is our score. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2 as they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard. Trubisky. That one. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills. Extra point drop by Babs. He gets it to go. And the Bills mistake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Eric Gray to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Singletary. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. But even 20 yards, impressive start to this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
First down, it's Winston. That's complete. Price for Wheaton. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Here's a third down and 4. Winston. Now a screen to be set up for Singletary. That's one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. They'll go. Winston. That's incomplete. Daring ball on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. Here's the first carry for the man from Kentucky, Ray Davis. And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Trubisky. In middle, he's got to complete to Cole. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Trubisky to throw. This one brought in by Curtis Samuel. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Here's Trubisky. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Back to throw. Trubisky. And he's going to somehow manage to get back to the line of scrimmage. But that's it. It'll be 3rd down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try to run for it. After that play, it stopped, an injured Giant on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. On 4th down, Tyler Bass now for the Bills field goal. This about as short as you can get. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills extend the lead to 24-0.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. Ray going to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. From the gun, Winston. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense by executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's 3rd and 2. Throwing, Jameis. Open man, left side, he's got it. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Second down throw for Jameis. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Not fun here. 3rd and a lot. Out of the gun, it's Winston. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And a short field awaits. Fair catch taken on this side of midfield. Head coach Sean McDermott there as the Bills get set for their next possession. We'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. Scrimmage, that's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
They'll motion over Samuel. Now, Trubisky. That's into the hands of Coleman. And they'll take this down inside 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A run with Davis. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. Gets a quick throw over to Samuel. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's now 3rd and 9.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down.
60 by 60.
He'll look to throw. Caught left side. It's complete. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
The 12-yard line.
This is Davis. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
That one's complete. It's Ray Davis. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
That's another Buffalo Bills. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Now screen will be set up for Davis. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Second and goal.
Now here's second and goal. On play act, and he's going to be swallowed up, taken down, sacked, back at the 5.
A 5-yard loss sets up third down and goal.
I think this is one of those cases, Mike, where sometimes as an offensive coordinator, you can overthink things just a little bit. You're down. You only need a couple inches, and you're telling yourself, okay, I still have this second down if I want to catch him off guard and pass. That's what they decide to do, but now they find themselves going backwards and brings up a more challenging third and goal.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. Trubisky. This one caught at the full. And he's in. Dawson Knox. Touchdown Buffalo. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Following the touchdown, pass is back to kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Off the play fake, it's Jameis. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Michael Hoyt getting in there for the sack. It's got to feel great as he gets this preseason off on the right foot. We'll go play action. It's Winston. High-headed defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. To throw, here's Winston. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. They'll go. Winston. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the Giants' first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains. Winston to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll take this down inside with 35. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. First and 10. To throw, Winston. That'll be caught by the running back, Singletary. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
Now a timeout. Giants. That is their second. As the clock is stopped with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. Now Winston. That is brought in at the 10. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal. Winston looking to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, New York. Now it's Ncaa for the PAT. The kick is good. The Giants are able to cut into the deficit.
Giants 7.
4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. And they'll left out to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. Halftime.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Well,
Ncaa to kick off for New York.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bills offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Davis. Finding room across midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
Trubisky to throw. He'll step up and run. Showing off the footwork. Sliding down after a gain of 8.
A gain of 7.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Buffalo.
That's another Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll run. It's Davis. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
At the 25-yard line.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do. It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape. Got to give a lot of credit credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills add on to their lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. On the ground, this is Davis. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop.
Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Crosses Knox. Touchdown, Bills. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. Now pass to tack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills will add one more onto their big lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Ray going to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. There's that man again. Another catch. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And I don't think he got there wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
It's a loss of a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he will have a Giants first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
Mike, I think the way we've seen the NFL going these past couple years is I think all these quarterbacks, they love when the call comes in for the sideline for quarterback sneak. Hey, coach, put the game on my shoulders. With this offensive line, I'm going to pick up this first down. And that's exactly what we did.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive starts with a carry by Singletary. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Here's Jameis. That is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend extend their lead. First down, it's Davis. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 44-yard line.
Here's Trubisky to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Keon Colvin, the intended receiver.
It's now 3rd down.
And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Here's Trubisky. A throw on the move is caught. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, it's Winston. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Winston. And that is incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
On 4th down, Winston. That's going to be caught.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
Now, faking the give. Short pass taken in by Knox. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the
From 29. Here's 2nd and 6.
29-yard line.
Now, Trubisky. Into the hands of Coleman. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. 3rd and inches. They'll go with the sneak. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing is Trubisky. He'll take off again. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. They'll go with him again. And room to operate as he takes it down to the 2.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he overshoots. It's through the back to the end zone, and incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Back to throw. Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down. Couldn't get rid of the football. They turn it over. Stop on 4th and goal.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz plan for this 4th down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. 2nd down throw for Jameis. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 3 yards to go.
Throwing, Jameis. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. A gain of 21 on that pass play. 1st down, Giants. To throw, here's Winston. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
They'll run the toss play with Singletary. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Look, Mike, I realize most people, if they saw a lineman of his size waiting for him, they would just run the other way. But it's his job to try to find a way around the big fella and get what he can. Running backwards only turns a small setback into a much bigger one.
This one taken in by Hyatt. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. To throw is Winston. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Looks like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. They'll go. Winston. Taking off. He'll try to carry that ball loosely, and it is out. The Bills have got it.
Not that it's much of a consolation, but either way, Mike, that's going to result in a turnover. Going forward on fourth down, he's clearly stopped short of the sticks. In this case, might be trying to make something out of nothing there to keep that play alive. But great job here by the defense coming away with the stop. And now we'll see if the offense can come on the field to take advantage of it.
It's a gain of 11. That's good.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. EA Sports back for more. The NFL preseason after this.
Ready up! Ready!
Fourth quarter begins on the ground. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 11.
Trubisky. Throw on the run is complete. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bills will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter. So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. Ray going to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense headed back to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down.
Ready!
Now Winston. Now a screen going to be set up for Singletary. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman to get out to lead the way.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Into space at the 45. And he'll be forced out of bounds. A gain there of 20. That's good for a Giant first down. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. The tackle is going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 5. Clark gonna throw it again. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. The rookie from Ole Miss put that one on target for the first down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
They'll run. It's Singletary. And work forward for about 3. It's second down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, Shaq. Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Dark. He pulls it in around the 5. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's third down and a few inches. They'll run the sneak, and he's going to have the first down. Just as the marker, it is 1st and goal.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Singletary. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
It's a little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Throwing in Dark under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. Michael Hoyt gets in there for the sack, and now it's 3rd and goal. He'll try to throw it, and here's Dark. Well, that one floated off his back foot. It is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard.
And in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 2. All the offense is trying to do here is just get a little breathing room so that they can operate their entire system. But this defense, they sold out, brought pressure. The offense is lucky that that one didn't result in 2.
He'll grind out a couple of yards, gives them a little bit of space out to the 3. 3rd and 9. Here's Trubisky to throw. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
So he isn't able to move the chains, but I think this is still a great example to just point out that certain guys on the field earn the trust of their quarterback. And he wasn't even necessarily open, Mike, but he's still, hey, it's third down. Give one of my best players an opportunity to go up and compete for the ball. And he's going to continue to get more of these 50-50 opportunities when he keeps coming down.
The Giants offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Singletary now on 1st and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Ncaa. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And that one not going to get there, and it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. Everything's going wrong. Unable to cut into this big deficit. This is Davis. Has an opening. Has the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
A gain of 24 yards. And the Bills 1st down.
Cowboy 80s.
1st and 10.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Coleman. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Deontay Banks on the coverage.
2nd down, zone read, and he keeps it. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Now, give to Davis. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. It'll bring up 3rd down.
He's done a a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Man in motion is Coleman. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. Another one through the upright. He's four for 4 on the game. And the Bills will extend their lead. So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. Ray going to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The throw is Dart. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Dart. Connects with his big tight end, Manhurts. They're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a dozen. Catch number 12 and a 1st down. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game. And then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the 4th quarter.
Work to do now is... come up on 2nd and long. Now Dart. And they're going to get him the 2nd time. He goes down again. Hoyt getting in for the sack. That's going to lead to 3rd and very long.
3rd and long.
Throwing. Dart. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Victory formation here, as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Bills, as they start things out with a victory here in the first week of this preseason. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.
no sleeves. Tell her, put it like me, blowing a coffee, he's asleep. You weak, chic, the webby, look at the boots, fleet, headache. Got a hook till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay. Fall back and get fall back and get back. It's a big, it's a no, so long as she get really Listen, I don't mean to call you up, cause I don't know that. And if I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once, but like we go back, way back. Run it, now we on track. But you can never ever be my man, you a whole snap. You said it on your IG page, I ain't say that, like say that.